of the classes. Today we will discuss about the structure of the Java program. We need to focus on 5 parts. First one is the documentation section. In the documentation section, we describe our program. Means we write the aim of the program so that if anybody else read our program, they can understand the purpose of the program. The package section, if you want to save your program to a particular folder, we can write the package section. And if you want to make use of already written classes or inbuilt classes, we use the import section. And interface is like a class, but it contains only the abstract methods. That means if you want to enforce the user of that interface to stick to some methods, then we go for the interface. So if you want to create the interfaces, you can create them before the class definitions. And class definition section is a mandatory section. At least one class must be there because Java is a object oriented programming language, and to create the object we need the class. So the same thing is explained here. This is the example of the documentation section. You can see. So the content is written in the comments. The double slash is called as a single line comment symbol, right? And if you want to use a package or you want to save your file to a package, this is how we write. The package is the keyword space the package name. Here the package is nothing but a folder. And coming to the import statements, already there are so many inbuilt classes. If you want to make use of them, you have to mention that class available in which package. So here the scanner class I want to make use. So that is available in the java.util package. So to import a package or to import a class, we have to use the keyword import. Coming to the interface declaration, this is also an optional section. If you want to create an interface to enforce the child class which is implementing this interface to use these methods. So whatever the methods are mentioned in the interface, all these methods must be implemented by the child class which is inheriting this interface. And coming to the last section, that is class declaration section. In the class declaration, at least one class must be written. So here, this is the class I have written. That is the class name is Hello World, and I'll explain how to write a class in the simple program. But at least one class must be written in the Java program, right? And this is a optional thing, main method. That's why I did not mention in the structure of the Java. But if you want to see the output, there must be a main method because main method is treated as the entry point of the execution. Right? This is where the execution starts. So this is the syntax to write the main method. Compulsory we have to use public static void main string args, and inside the curly brackets we write the logic. So with all these things, the Java program gets completed. And coming to the a simple example. So here I have a simple example. Uh, in the first 5 lines, I have written comments. All these are single line comments. Single line comment starts with this double slash symbol. This is double slash symbol. So this first 5 lines explains the structure of the Java program. We need a Java documentation section. If you need, you can go for the package section, import section, interface statements, and the class definition. Among all these 5, what is the compulsory one? That is the class definition. At least one class definition must be there, right? And next one, this is the simple Java program. You see here, I have written a documentation section also. Documentation section. This is the documentation section. So here I have written the purpose of this program, and after that the class I have taken. The class name is Hello World, and how to create a class? We need to use the keyword class Then this is a optional thing, public is the optional thing, but after that class keyword is mandatory, then the class name should be given. And inside that class you can write the variables, you can create the variables, you can write the methods. Here I have just written the main method. So this is the structure to create a main method. We have to use public static void main string args. We will understand the purpose of all these things in the next lectures, but inside the main method I have written a statement, executable statement. So this statement is useful to print output to the terminal. So to print something to the terminal, we use the function println. Println is part of system.out, so that's why we have to use system.out.println. Then this is the statement I want to print to the terminal. Whatever the string you want to display on the terminal, just keep it in the double quotes and pass it as the argument to this function. So that's it, it will get displayed. And here I used the so many comments to explain the purpose of each and every line. And this closing bracket is the closing bracket of main, and this closing bracket which is in the 24th line, that is the closing bracket of main class. So whenever you open a curly bracket, it must be closed. When I execute this program, you can see the output. The output here you can see hello world is given. So this is the structure of the Java program. Thank you for watching this video.